Aren't they cute? Some of them are so focused and in the zone. If I told you that they were looking into their future, would you believe that a marshmallow could do that? These children are participating in the now infamous marshmallow test. Preschoolers are given a choice between one marshmallow they can have immediately or two marshmallows for which they would have to wait. In a nutshell, the preschoolers who passed the marshmallow test, delaying their gratification, demonstrated a high level of self-control. But here's where it gets interesting. When these high self-control preschoolers matured into teens, they managed frustrating situations, resisted temptations, and demonstrated decreased distractibility and increased ability to concentrate. They scored 210 points higher than their low self-control counterparts when taking the SAT. Gradient levels of high childhood self-control have been found to be predictive of better physical health, reduce substance dependence, improve personal finances, and reduce criminal offending outcomes in early adulthood. That all sounds great, but the reality is that in our schools, approximately 3 to 4 students per classroom are typically identified as having delinquent, antisocial, and problematic behaviors of low self-control. So what can we do about those children that do eat the marshmallow? Are they destined to be roasted? The good news is that developing self-control is a malleable skill, and school social workers are trying something new to help students foster the development of self-control using the untested Zones of Regulation curriculum. The Zones utilizes a cognitive behavioral approach and utilizes visual supports to build self-control by targeting feelings identification, understanding the impact of one's behavior on others, and improving coping strategies to manage feelings and behavioral responses. My research sought to find out if a shortened version of the zones could improve the self-control of students identified as at risk for disruptive behaviors. Students were randomly assigned to the zones or a control group, with students in the zones group meeting with the school social worker in a group twice per week for 6 weeks. After this short intervention period, students in the zones group did demonstrate reductions in their disruptive behavior, but so did the kids in the controlled group. Perhaps this is because kids in the zones group modeled better behavior for their peers or influenced overall teacher perceptions of classroom behavior. We won't know without more research into the feasibility of the zones as a school social work intervention to improve the self-control and reduce the disruptive behavior of elementary students. And that's where you'll find me, because when it comes to building skills for life, self-control is critically important to the academic, social, emotional, and behavioral well-being of our students. And school social workers need to take the lead in helping our students get into the zone for lifelong success.